for granted that they feel right in their body.
Along this journey, many of our transgender brothers and sisters have fallen. It is in their light that we place this memorial.
I'm so proud to be a transgendered man tonight. And I don't want to go on and on because I'm new to this community, and I know that I still have a lot to learn. You know, nothing right now is more important to me than seeing this community get all the rights that we deserve. And I will fight tirelessly and do everything I can to see that that happens. Thank you guys so much.
Jennifer Elia.
This room is the guest room. I've slept back here recently because, you know, it happens. I feel a very overpowering male energy. I mean, I know men, biological men, who seem to have more female energy than Chaz has right now.
No, I need to watch this.
I miss the person I met 5 years ago. When I met Chaz, like, it's no human I'd ever met was as nice as he was. And he had this, like, energy, you know? And that's what I fell in love with. And I don't see that anymore.
Okay, sweet pea.
I think, like, my group...
Jennifer, shut your mouth. Fork, darling. But not that, just a regular old fork.
Jenny says that I'm not as sweet as I used to be, that there was like a soft side that isn't there anymore. But I was also a lump on a couch who couldn't deal with life. So the trade-off is worth it.
What are you talking about? It looks fine.
Stop yelling at me.
It looks fine, leave it.
Don't yell at me.
It's just your closest friends and your parents.
Yeah, but don't, you're gonna make it worse.
Because you're getting crazy.
Because I want to put things in a bowl?
Yes.
I mean, everything I complained about, he's fixed. But I would just like some of that essence of that other person mixed with this person. And I don't know if that will ever happen.
I think I'm gonna have to move some of this fruit.
Put some on the table.
Put it on, yeah.
Put some stuff on the table.
This is like the most, this is ridiculous. This looks stupid.
Okay, do whatever you want, dear.
Thanks, babe.
What's wrong with the strawberries?
They don't look good in this bowl. Should I put strawberries on a plate?
No, just leave them in the bowl. God, woman. Hey, cut down. You're putting them in 3 bowls? Are you nuts?
Hi.
Oh, come on in. Can I get you some milk? When I was actually starting the transition, Jenny was scared about what her family was going to think, and telling them was really hard for her.
I was in bed for 3 days before I had to tell them. Like, I was, like, depressed because I just didn't know how I was going to do it.
You spoke to both of us. It's no big deal, and they're very happy together, and that's important. Yeah. Chaz has come out of his shell. He's become part of the world instead of being isolated in his house.
Southern Comfort was really fun to be at. I mean, just walking in, it was a trip to look around, and every place I turned were transgender people. You don't get to experience that very often, if ever.
I don't want to be in a hotel with 2,500 people, all of, like, one interest in mind, and then we're all supposed to be friends. I'd rather blow my brains out.
Yeah, so congratulations.
Thank you.
You're looking real good.
You know, there's a real sense of camaraderie, and especially even with the guys, because our numbers are even fewer than the trans women. So it's like this small club of people who feel exactly the same way you do about such a basic part of yourself.
Cheers.
I met some really nice people, and I also got to get some information.
If I'm going to go to a nude beach someday, I want to have a penis that looks like an adult-sized penis. I don't want a 2-year-old penis.
The truth is I haven't made a decision anyway about that. And, you know, a lot of us elect not to do the surgery because it's just not very good. you know, they haven't really figured out how to make a functioning penis. Hey, darling. How are you? You watched it without me? Did you record it? It's been a hard time with our relationship recently. And the night before we left, you know, Jenny got trashed, and we had a huge fight, and I told her not to come. Exactly. It's not fun being alone. She can be a maniac, but sometimes I can be a and I think that is pretty hormonal. I love you, too. Bye. That's cool. Oh, so you're in Palm Springs area? Yeah, Mary's great. She's accepted me.
I would think your mom would accept it real well.
Yeah, it's hard for moms.
It's like, you know, at some point, I'm gonna have to start calling her him. At some point, I guess I will, but it just doesn't seem comfortable to me yet. Or actually, I just can't remember. But at some point, I'm sure that will make Dot happier, or I'm not sure she cares.
Ladies and gentlemen, here she is, the one, the only, Cher. Let's talk a little bit about Chaz. Can we do that?
Sure.
Did you see this coming? Did you feel it coming? Did you know, were you aware of it at any level?
You know, during the years we had talked about it, but she had changed her mind, he had changed his mind. And then he said to me one day, I think I really have to do this.
Yeah.
And I don't really know what made her kind of change her mind. Well, I still haven't got the pronouns right, but she says that's not so important.
It is important, but making an effort means a lot to me. And I actually, this was like the first time that she actually said he a few times on Letterman. So that was actually good.
Was not a lesbian, was a lesbian.
Was a lesbian.
Was a lesbian. And
Is.
now, is a lesbian.
Yeah.
Right, but she's a male lesbian.
Right. Well, but no,
No,
that
she's
doesn't
not that.
work.
No, it doesn't work at all.
No.
Before I started transitioning, my mom had a little freak out about the media. And one of the examples she used was David Letterman was going to just crucify me. I was going to be the topic of a top 10 list of his. But now she's seeing exactly the opposite. So that feels good. When I first heard about Dawn and her son, the whole thing kind of blew me away, and I wanted to meet them.
I think it was a surprise for Chaz to see this little kid here living the life.
What does it mean when the cats purr?
It means they're happy. I want to help people avoid going through what I went through. You know, I don't want people to wait till they're 40 to be who they are. Dawn wanted to talk to other parents, and so she started Transforming Family as a support group for parents. And then they started bringing the kids to have a play group with each other while the parents were having their thing.
Chaz, this is all for the kids. There's juice and...
Okay, excellent. The kids in our group, you know, they have the support of their parents. They are in schools that support them, and some of them will never have to go through puberty the wrong way. They'll just transition right into their chosen gender.
And this is called obsessive texting your girlfriend.
I'm not texting my girlfriend.
I can kind of look at my life much clearer now, and it's hard for me to deal with the fact that I had to live for so many years in such a difficult way, and that I'm not gonna ever get to be a young man. I didn't get a whole life of this like everybody else does. 2, 3. You know, I'm just gonna get half a life, if I'm lucky, of feeling the way I should have always felt.
Where's your tux?
Tummy.
Blue. Yeah. I feel like I survived a natural disaster. I mean, not like that.
Wow,
I mean, that
babe.
sounds really horrible, but I feel like a survivor from, like, a tornado or something.
You going to grad school kind of feels like that,
And
too.
I'm sober now, and I wasn't all through my grad school.
Yeah, under the best of circumstances, relationships are tough, and when you throw in substance abuse and a sex change, it gets a little bit more complicated.
I'm glad I'm coming.
Me too.
are.
Yes, I told you I wanted you to come with me. Come on, baby doll. You want me buttoned or unbuttoned, Howie?
I think buttoned is better.
It's just my life.
You just feel better, right?
I feel good. I feel great. Yeah, I mean, I'm a lot happier, but I'm a lot more comfortable. Everything in my life is just a lot easier now.
The grandma's
Hey, Sarah, how are you doing? And I just really wanted to do a party and celebrate this whole thing. It's really uncharacteristic of me, but it's kind of a testament to becoming more comfortable as a person and wanting to do stuff for myself.
Oh my God. All right.
This is actually a year to the day that I started my transition. I thank everybody who's been in my life and been a part of my life and stood by me, and Jenny, who's just been amazing. And not every partner could, you know, handle you changing your sex on them. And also my aunt and my brothers that are both here. And anyway, thank you guys. I love you all. And thanks.
Love you, sweetheart.
Congratulations.
You're such a sap.
Why can't I be like any guy? Why do they try to make me run?
Relax.
Chill, baby. You're making me nervous. Oh my goodness, you look beautiful. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Are you going to stay and watch this?
I am going to stay and watch
Okay,
this.
good.
I can't wait to watch it.
All right. And this is your documentary crew?
This is the crew.
Yeah, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
You did a good job on David Letterman.
Thank you. You know what? I'm glad it was him because he and I have like a special chemistry, and so I felt good about it.
Have you seen the film?
I haven't seen, you know me, I don't see the film right away. I'll see it in a little while. I'll see it in a month or 2 or 3.
Okay.
All right?
I'm excited to see it.
I think you're going to like it, but it's starting.
Okay.
All right.
Thank
Bye,
you.
Angel. Bye, honey.
Bye.
Sure.
All right, guys. Did you get what you needed? Okay, good.